The button's been hit. Here we go. Hi, everybody. How you doing?
Beer ad?
Looks like one.
Look, it's a celebration.
Charles is spilling beer all over the counter. Look at that.
Now I'm gonna have to clean it up. You think they'll? You think this will be a big YouTube hit, Dave? The spilled beer?
No,
You don't think so?
I don't think so. I think people have spilled much worse than beer on YouTube.
Oh well.
So I thought we'd start off by talking about some pregnancy etiquette. This is an issue that has come up in my household lately. Sage is very pregnant right now. I haven't mentioned it for a few shows, but there is still no baby fruit, and she is getting big and getting pretty miserable. And I just thought I'd tell a couple of things that you just should not do to a woman or say to a woman who is in her state, that being, 8 months or 9 months pregnant.
Did you learn any of these things, Dave, sort of by trial and error?
Really, I'm not the one that has sort of brought these to light. It's people in public, random people in public, and also, some of our friends.
You're talking about intrusive inquiries?
Well, I'll just start with the first one. The first one is never, ever say to a pregnant woman, "Oh, you must be having twins." That's a big no-no there, because that's
just awful.
In this day and age, you have to understand that by that point, we already know whether they're twins or not. So, it's really kind of in poor taste, isn't it?
I think that people, it's like the old carpenter's rule: measure twice, cut once. I think with respect to speaking, it's like at least think once before speaking.
Yeah.
At least think once. And, I was actually, my daughter Maria had a story of that sort. And it was an inappropriateness. She lives in New York City, so these things happen, And so it was, the story was about someone who... God, Dave, I totally lost Maria's story. I totally lost the story.
Well, maybe you'll remember when I go on to the next one.
Okay, that's right. So it's inappropriateness. I got it.
So
this gal says to someone's boyfriend, "I would so do you if I weren't gay, right? If I weren't lesbian, I would so do you." And so Maria says to her, you can't say that, actually. Maria's friend says, "You can't say that to my boyfriend, especially when I'm not there." So later in the evening, the young lady says back, she says, "Well, now this is such a bummer. Every time I'm going to say something, I'm going to have to think about how it affects you." And she said, "Well, welcome to the real world."
Welcome to adulthood.
The rest have been doing that all along. There you go. Such a deep story.
So one of the other things is, let me see, do not say, "Man, haven't you had that baby yet?" Or, "Man, you look like you're ready to pop." Those are two things that I just would steer away from. And really,
I think Well, you know what? Generally, I would tell you that remarking on anyone's physique, except to say, "Do you know you have beautiful eyes?" just about it's like totally, it's an utter minefield. I'm 50 years old, and probably I've put my foot in my mouth more times by remarking on someone's physique than in any other fashion. It's like total minefield.
Yeah.
Don't go there.
Yeah.
Don't remark on people's body image.
We went out to eat at the Wild Goose the other day, and our waitress was saying, she came up and and she's like, I'm not going to say anything. I'm not going to ask. I'm not going to say anything. She's like, because I know. She's like, I gained 90 pounds and was 27 days late. And I was just sitting there, somebody'd come up to me and I was just sitting there thinking, go ahead and ask me. Go ahead. She was saying, I just wanted to punch someone out really bad,
Yeah, yeah. Well, Tara went...
Because you got to understand that by this point, I mean, a pregnant woman at this stage, I think, is fairly miserable. That's just been my...
especially in the summer.
Yeah, been my experience. So, it's best just
button your lip.
Yeah, just don't say anything, really. There might not be anything that would be appropriate.
You can always say you have beautiful eyes.
Yeah, you could say that.
Yeah, you can always say you have beautiful eyes. That's like a totally safe one. I've never fucked up with that one.
Or you could say you're really carrying that well, maybe. I don't know.
I look forward to meeting your newborn.
Yeah.
Which I do to get the shoe back on the right foot here. How many days? According to the estimate.
The 25th is the day. So what's today? I don't even know what today is.
Today is the 19th.
So we're 6 days away from the actual due date.
Well, the viewers can't see, but we can see Sage right on the monitor, as she was when she appeared here live on the Hour of Dave, and it's going to be a thrill when we have a third person.
A third member of the Dave family.
Of the Dave family. A Hampton. A little Hampton. And so we'll be thrilled. And the YouTube audience and all the other people who've seen this silly, embarrassing clip with me spilling things and everything.
Cheers to all those YouTube people.
Cheers. Thank you so much for watching. This is ridiculous.
If this is your first introduction to the show,
this happens
welcome,
often.
Yeah,
we forget what we're doing.
Yeah. Usually I edit all this crap out of the show, but seeing as how we're doing this video, I can't do that. So this is raw and uncut. Dave and Charles.
Yeah. Longer, stronger, wronger.
So why don't we play some music?
I think we should play some music, because then we can act like bobbleheads, and that's easier.
All right. So here's a song called "Bring It On."